please do a dress code check and ID check.
What is your opinion on the school dress code and why?
I feel like it's a good dress code until like a certain state. It can be good in some ways, but in some ways it can be a little unfair to some.
Each student is responsible for being appropriate, dressed appropriately, not only for themselves but for the environment, for what the school stands for, and their rules and their standards for for all of us. Just like the teachers, they have to dress appropriately, professionally, and the students also has to dress in a way that reflect the school and what it stands for. In the student code of conduct, it says that each student has that responsibility, toward the environment and climate, for each school.
It's a good dress code, but most people don't seem to follow it.
I think it's fine. I think it's mostly geared toward women. But I don't think that, I understand some of the rules, but other things kind of like.
Honestly, I'm fine with the school dress code. I don't see any necessary problems. Like, it's all understandable and fair.
Do you believe the dress code can be discriminatory?
No, I don't think so. I think it's fair too. Like, I see its reasons.
Yes. It depends on the person who's being dress coded, and depends on who's dress coding that person, honestly.
Do you have any stories of you or your friend getting dress coded?
So my friend was wearing a crop top, and the teacher said, "Your stomach is talking to me or looking at me." It's one of those.
I was wearing a sleeveless shirt, but I had a jacket on, and they dress coded me for it and said that I couldn't wear the shirt, but I had a jacket over it. And I felt like that was very unfair because I had like a jacket, like I wasn't really revealing anything. So,
Do you know any of the history of dress code?
I thought something that was interesting is I found this article. This is from 1965, and this was a time when the miniskirts had become very popular, and so there was a problem with students wearing miniskirts that were too short. But there also was the example of some students who wore skirts that came down to their ankles, and that was not the fashion. And the principal was not okay with even the long skirts. So it actually says, the quote, that the principal sent the two students who were wearing, again, ankle-length skirts, sent them home and said, "The attire worn by a student must not be unorthodox in such a manner as to be a distracting or disturbing factor in the instruction program," which is pretty vague. So basically anything that wasn't kind of normal, they decided that they didn't want students to be able to wear. And so anything that shows them as being unique or individual, they did not like. And so that's still kind of an issue. So there's different issues with dress codes. Sometimes it's, is it appropriate to wear in public, or is it just an expression of a student's personality that's just different? And really how distracting does it have to be in order to really have an effect on another student's learning?
What is your opinion on the school dress code and why?
I think it's fine. I just think that we should be allowed to wear like pajama pants.
Do you feel that it should be changed at all?
Like I said, just like let us wear pajama pants.